That's your boy Jay Cool Talk Live. I had to come back with this live real quick, right? I had to come back with this live. I want y'all to hear something. And when I did this live, it was me, my boy DJ, AJ, and Tazzo came up with a live. When I did this live about G Face, I did this live about G Face a while back. A lot of people left comments saying why I'm calling the brother out like that. I don't want to see the brother eat. He's a guy from I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's a blood crip. I know he's from LA. And he came out here, he started talking about, how he got a system where you could pay him $1,500 so he can help you get a truck with no CDL license, right? He can help you get a truck with no CDL license. This is what he said. He can help you get a truck. All you gotta do is pay him. He'll get you some brokers, help you get work, and help you get your trucking company online, and you don't need no CDL license. This is why I was talking about. Watch what you hear on the internet, because the internet will defraud you and have you thinking that you're gonna make a whole lot of money in the trucking industry. But he never talked nothing about insurance. If the He never talked anything about putting money away, a plan. He never talked anything about you know um registration. He don't talk nothing about stock market rates. He don't say anything about the percentage. He always talks about, he'll show you stacks of money telling you he bought a Lambo, he bought a mansion. And when I talked about this, everybody had a problem with it. But I want y'all to hear something. Y'all got to hear this, right? Now I knew the brother was a scammer, and I knew he was in the fraud. But I want y'all to hear this. But when I spoke on it, everybody had a problem with it. All right, so listen. Now let me stop it right there. Right now, when I first somebody sent me the link about G Face, and I spoke on G Face, and I had a lot of people in my comments. They was, oh, you just trying to bring a brother down, and you don't want to see a brother eat. You just an old head up online. I've been driving 30 years. After 30 years, when I start hearing brothers on or getting on these YouTube streets or getting on social media alone and telling you can buy a truck with no money down, you can buy straight jobs, you can buy tractors, you can buy trailers, you don't need no CDL no license. That's a scam. That's a scam, and that's fraud. What they're trying to do is fraud you out your money. What he was doing was broken loads. That's like he'd give me a load and book somebody on the same load. So you'll give me a load, cancel the load, get a load of somebody else, so you can get paid twice. And the DEA informant, come on, somebody make this make sense, man. Because when I spoke on it, everybody had a problem with it. He was on Adam 21. He was on Adam 21. And he was sitting there with two other members that he was with, whatever affiliation it was. He was on Adam 21, and he kept running his mouth, running his mouth, running his mouth. He scammed a lot of people. A lot of people was paying him $1,500. He said he'll get you a truck. Everybody know if you buy a truck today, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. You buy a truck today, you don't want to get nothing from a 2012, but probably 2011 2012 to up to 2016. Why I'm saying that, because when they came out with the DEF fuel, the DEF was trash at that time. They had to tweak them things. Them things would turn off on you in mid traffic. You don't even have enough time to pull on the shoulder. You don't have enough time to put good morning, good morning. You have enough time to pull on the shoulder. So if you buy a truck today, you don't want to buy nothing from a 2011 or maybe 12 to 2016. After 2016 comes 17, they retweet the DEF. So now they work somewhat properly, but between the 12 and 16, they was trash. Freightliner trash. International trash. What else? Max, trash. These trucks that ran the DEF around that truck, they was trash. But a lot of y'all run them by these trucks. So if y'all run into anybody that's telling y'all, I can get you into a truck with no money down. All you gotta do is pay me $1,500, and I'll take care of the rest. That's a scam. The only reason why I'm so passionate about it, because I've been doing this 30 years. And when I started hearing things on the internet, talking about how you could get a truck or start your own company with $1,500, that is false. Do your homework. Talk to people. Get online. Go to a dealership. You want to talk to people that's in the trucking industry that been through this, that have more than one truck, two trucks, three trucks. They know something about what's going on out here. And if you could have somebody on the internet to tell you you could buy a truck and give them $1,500, then you give 15. Who gonna put the driver in that truck? Who gonna take care of the paperwork, the maintenance? Who gonna take care of your taxes for that truck? Who gonna take care of your IFTA, your HUD? Ain't nobody doing that but you. It's a scam out there. This man was double broken loads and was a DEA informant. I knew that from when I first heard him. When I first seen that video on Anna 21, I knew it was trash, man. I knew it was something about this brother. Now you sitting in prison right now, protected custody for the Mexican mafia. But he the same dude that showed you stacks of money. What's going on, BXML? Good morning, brother. He the same dude that told you stacks of money. He got Lambos off the trucking industry. Nah, nah, nah. He scammed his way through the trucking industry and made money off poor innocent souls because of COVID came through. The only thing that was really moving, that if you had anything going on, was trucking. So he came through COVID with a scam. When he came through with that scam, he made millions of truck drivers who thought they wanted to be truck drivers with no CDL. Because when he came up here and said, any sucker or any fool can get a CDL license, I knew then it was a scam and it was a fraud. The guy name is G-Face. Now he's sitting in jail right now for double broken loads and a DEA informant since 2016. Before you start putting your money out to anybody, and it sounds too good to be true, do your damn homework, man. Do your homework. The trucking industry is really nothing to play with, because you will have the authorities run down on you, take everything you ever had, everything you ever made. So before you go out there and put your money into some YouTuber, Instagrammer, Twitter, with Facebook, and they sitting up there telling you that you can go ahead and give me $1,500 a day and I can make you $1,000,000 by next year. That is false, because the trucking industry is slow right now. I don't even know who making that kind of money right now, unless you're hauling cattle, oversized equipment, unless you hauling something where you can get guaranteed the money. But other than that, if you out there pulling a dry box or a reefer box, it's even containers like what I'm doing. The money ain't all that great. It's all right, but it's not all that great. What I'm trying to tell you is this. If you can, do your homework before you jump out there. Oh, what's your opinion selling a truck? Oh, you get top dollar for your truck. Oh, self-driving trucks? Oh, hey, I apologize for that. Self-driving trucks. It's going to put a lot of people out of business, man. It is definitely going to put a lot of people out of business until them self-driving trucks start running people off the road. They had a couple in Arizona. There was a truck in Arizona, killed three people, killed the family, man, killed three people in the car. The truck ran through traffic, couldn't go and flipped over, couldn't nobody stop it, man. So I ain't really feeling them, man. I just can't see. Like, I see him at truck stop. I was at a truck stop one day. Where I was at? I was at the Pallet in New Milford, 219. The truck came in an aisle, and I'm looking at the truck. The truck had at least, it had these two satellites on the top here, and it had two on the back. The truck had about, it was a guy in the truck. So he said he programmed the truck. That truck had at least 40 cameras. He wasn't driving. The steering wheel came in moving, pulled up in the lane, backed up, got fuel. The guy in the truck had to fuel the truck up. So how you got a guy in the truck fueling up a truck that's driving itself? Don't make no sense. It's like you the robot now, you the slave. The truck, he got in the back seat, the truck turned around, Drove out, made a left, and took off. Is he gonna bring my box or what? I'm trying to get up out of here, man. All right, now this guy comes. All right, let me get my box real quick. But yeah, hold up. But yeah, man. I ain't really feeling them BXML the self-driving trucks. I'm not really feeling them. Because right now they trying to market it where as though they trying to get its own operators out of here. You talk about um, one electric truck, fully electric truck, is at $300,000 to $400,000. They're not even making them fast enough. I see a company called IMF. They got some down here. KW got a few. I seen a couple of trucks in here with them, but you can only get one at one time. But you're looking at $300,000 $400,000 for a truck, which though I can't afford that, man. Even if it was a used truck, I still can't afford it because where you gonna power up at? What up, Nate the Great? Good morning, Nate the Great. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Yeah, so they $300,000 $400,000 trucks, man. I can't afford one of those. Hey, I'm gonna sit up here and be honest about it, man. I ain't never said I was up here balling on these YouTube streets, and that a truck is selling for $300,000. I can't afford it, so that'll put me out of business. That'll definitely put me out of business for me to have to go buy a truck for that kind of money. So I think some companies that got more trucks, they probably being given to them so they can be self-driven. But I know Frito-Lay's got them. Though they got electric trucks. Frito-Lay's got them. That's which is owned by Pepsi. Who else? Pepsi got them. Frito-Lay's has them. All the potato chip companies. Hold on one second. The Flying J. A lot of big trucker companies have them. The little smaller companies, they don't have them yet. But I'm definitely not feeling them. They're gonna put a lot of truckers out of business, man. You know. But back to G Face. Back to G Face. I knew when I first heard the story, I had to jump on it. When I first heard it, he was on Adam 21, and he just made a buffoonery. He just made a mockery of the trucking industry, and I'm telling you, I didn't like it, man. I felt very disrespected because being out here 30 years, and you got somebody telling you that any clown can get a CDL license, man, I felt respected when he said that. And, a lot of people came in the comments, they was trying to tear me down. I guess he had a bunch of supporters. Adam 21 had a bunch of supporters, and they was trying to tear the whole thing down about while I'm speaking on a brother that's making some money, while I'm speaking on a brother who's trying to bring opportunity to the hood. It was all a fraud. It was all a fraud, man. Now you sitting there since 2016, a DEA informant? Man, I ain't got time for you, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. He waving me down, man. I'm doing that waving. Go ahead with that, bro. That's like whistling. That's like somebody whistling at you. I don't like nobody whistling at me neither. If you ain't gonna get out your truck and walk over, I'm not stopping. And you damn sure ain't gonna be whistling. I don't do that whistling thing. It's for dogs. I ain't no dog. Yeah, but the self-driving trucks BSML is gonna put a lot of people out of business, brother. A lot of us drivers gonna be out of it. So I don't even know what they're gonna do. It's gonna get to a point now. Like I said, in the other live, state of New York, upstate New York, come 2030, they talking about no more diesel wagons, no more trucks in upstate New York come 2030. Because they trying to muscle in the electric trucks. They trying to muscle in the self-driving trucks. That's what they doing. And once they bring them in, I don't know where we go from there. Especially a driver like myself, been doing it 30 years, you know. Because every time I go take a DOT physical, they checking for thyroid, they checking for high blood pressure, they checking for diabetes, they checking for everything so they can take your license from you. So right now, I don't see it really getting no better. I just see if you a driver, you got CDLs, just hold on to your license, man, because they're gonna definitely try to snatch you. Why is he dropping the box? Yeah, I know it does give us freedom. It does. But see, they trying to take that from us, man. They trying to take it. To where as though with trucking, you can move anywhere you want to move. You can work anywhere you want to work. Come on. I hate these drivers, man. Let me move up. They're messing trying to cut you off. Yeah, they'll mess around to cut you off, man. Yeah, but it's different out here, man. But yeah, man, like I said, if you can, and you looking again the trucking industry, do your homework first. Do your homework first. Get off the internet. Do your homework. Because you go out here, right? They say like right now you do a lease purchase with a trucking company. Now back in the day, a lease purchase, say if you do a lease purchase company called Quality Carrier, right? I used to run for them. I used to pull tankers. Now you do a lease purchase with Quality Carrier. Back then they were doing like $250 a week out your check. So they try to make it where as though you end up paying like $1,000 to $1,200 a month for a lease purchase vehicle. Now they got it to where as though they take a $700 to $800 out your check. So now if the truck is, it said like they put you in a truck right now, the truck is only worth $70,000. They taking anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a week out your check, right? Now that truck that's worth 70, they don't spent it 3 times. They don't kick it from 70 to about $200,000. At $800 a month, you end up spending like anywhere from 40 to $4,500 a month on the truck. You could have just went out there and bought your own damn truck and only paid like $2,100 a month for the truck. So you spending double the price for a truck. So with a lease purchase program, if you choose to lead that company or you get into many infractions for speeding, you get too many speeding tickets, you get into too many accidents, they're going to take the truck back and fire you. Now they're going to bring somebody else in and put somebody else in that truck. Then after that, if you do pay it off, you got a balloon payment of $20,000. Now you got to pay the company back, or you got to refinance that. So if they don't give you work and you end up losing, you'll lose all that money, man. So you can end around putting about $50,000 in the truck, and if they want to take that truck back and find a way not to give you work, because what y'all don't know, if you do a lease purchase with a company, you are not allowed to use that truck to do nothing else. You can't pull nobody load. You can't run nobody load. You can't do nothing but stick up under that company with that truck until you pay it off. And that's a fact. So before you even get into anything, do your homework, man. Stop getting on here and looking at the guys like, I seen the guy earlier today. Oh, you can buy on Instagram, you can buy 2 straight jobs and don't need no CDL license. And it'll be stupid if you want. Because now you got to get somebody in that truck. So now you got G-Face sitting there, DEF informant since 2016, sitting up there trying to sell you a dream. And he was selling the dream, though. He was double booking loads. He was double booking loads. That's crazy, man. That's like BX Mel. I'm giving you a load. I'm giving you a load, and I'm giving Nate the Great the same load. So I'm going to give you a load. I'm going to tell you $1,000 for that load, but I'm going to give that same load to Nate the Great for 800. So I'm booking the same load with 2 drivers. It's crazy how it is, man. Yeah, that's made trucking great again. Yeah. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Before COVID, everything was sweet. After COVID, things went downhill, man. The race, the race with the price went up, but the rates are down. The rates are all the way down, man. So now you got drivers out here struggling, thinking they're making money, man. I see people online saying, "Well, I'm getting 800 to go from North Carolina, to go from Georgia to North Carolina. That ain't no money, man. I'm getting 900 to go from Georgia to Maryland. I'm getting $1,000 to go from Georgia to New Jersey. I'd be damned if you pay me 1,000 to go from Georgia to New Jersey. You out your mind, bro. You know how many tolls you gonna have to pay? You know how much fuel you gonna have to pay? The wear and tear you putting on the truck? Yeah, all right. Weigh stations coming up that way. Every state got a weigh station going in and out. Oh, you need air brake. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Now I have doubles and triples. I got doubles and triples, tankers, well, class A double triple clankers, motorcycle and passenger, right? I let my hazmat go because when you run a hazmat with containers, they didn't really want to pay for that. They want to give you $75 extra for the hazmat. Then they turned around and dropped it down to $50. Then they turned around and dropped it down to $25 pulling hazmat, right? Now, if you get on with a tanker company, it will probably keep you in the job, but they don't want to pay nothing for that, man. They don't want to pay nothing for hazmat. They don't. You can't really park. You can't park over under a tree. You can't park over underpass. You can't park by train tracks. You can't park close to nothing that's hot. You always got to have a designated spot to park at when you run in hazmat. I ran hazmat for two and a half years. I ran tankers for 2.5 years. I ran for Linden Boat for a year and a half, and I ran for Quality Carrier for a year. I used to run acid from North New Jersey to Sacramento, California. Acid in a super tanker. I used to run around Jersey all day long delivering alum. That's going to purified water for like pools and homemade lakes and all of that stuff. So I did that for a minute, man. I hauled tankers, doubles and triples. I hauled cars for BMW. The only thing I never did, I did flatbed. I never did garbage. Never hauled garbage, oversized equipment, and what else? I think that's about that. I never did garbage, oversized equipment, but I did everything else. Did everything else. Now, it depends what you're looking to make. I can't tell you that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I bring you the facts, the hard facts. So I can't. It depends on what you're looking to make. Everybody getting the trucking for a different reason. Everybody pay is different. Like I can't tell what's in your pocket, tell what's in mine. So it depends on your hustle, your grind, and what you're trying to make. Like what you trying to make, somebody else trying to make less. You know what they trying to make, you trying to make more. So it depends on the hustle you put into it and what you trying to make. If you're looking to make whatever, anywhere from 100 grand to 200 grand a year, you got to work for that. But right now, the trucking industry is low, so it's everybody really just bumping heads and trying to make what they can make. So, as far as the gross weight, can't tell you that. Can't tell you that because you're an owner operator, you really don't make nothing. No, you make, but you got to put the money back in the truck. You can end up making 100 grand, 150,000 a year, and by the time you do your taxes, you probably end up only making $15,000. You know, because you got maintenance, you got tires, part of maintenance, you got registration, you got insurance. What else you got? You got breakdowns, you got diesel. You can spend anywhere from 90 to 100,000 a year just in diesel alone. No, anywhere from 50 to 100,000 a year in diesel. You know, with tankers. And it depends, man. It really depends. Like see, I don't like to throw the number out there because when you throw numbers out there, people take it like if he making that kind of money, then why he keep talking, or I don't want to tell you put the money out there and have people thinking you could get into the trucking industry and make 200,000 a year, and then you go out there and buy a truck, you don't make that. You know, if you drive for a company, stay with a company. You know, right now it seems like company drivers are making better. They don't have to take care of the truck. You know, if you drive for, say that if you get, now I can give you a number right here. If you hauling cars, if you get into hauling cars, you can make anywhere from 90 to 100,000 a year. That's hauling cars as a company driver. So, and I haul cars too. Like I said, I drove for BMW, but you can make some good money hauling cars. You can make good money hauling cars. You know, the cheaper cars pay the best. Like if you hauling like Hyundais, they pay. If you hauling like Kias, they pay because with Mercedes and BMWs, high-end cars, you scratch them, you pay for them. Anybody know if you hauling cars, if you scratch, you pay for it. Oh, you look, man, I'm saying, with BXML with containers, I don't touch nothing. Hauling containers, I don't touch it. I don't touch nothing, bro. All I do is come in here, I just lock the container down. That's it. I don't touch no freight in here. I don't touch no freight. That's one thing I like about containers. You don't touch anything. I don't unload. I don't load. I'm not a lumper. None of that. All I do is drive, go to the spot. Hey, good morning, Angie, baby. All I do is drive, open the doors, pop my brakes. They load the freight on, Close the doors, I take off. I don't touch no freight. I don't touch anything. That's one thing I love about containers and rail boxes. We don't unload and we don't load. We don't do none of that. And plus, at my age right now, I'm 51, man. I ain't trying to touch nothing anyway, man. I ain't trying to touch nothing. I'm just trying to drive back up to a spot, open the door, they put the lumber on, put the wood on, close the doors, put it sealed. I come to the port. That's it. I don't touch no freight. But you got to be careful up here, man. You really have to pay attention to people running a scam because ever since COVID, well, ever since the internet became so popular, there's so many scams out there, man, that you could get caught up in a scam and what they say, put yourself in the bag and trick your life out, man. So you got to be careful out here, man. It's a lot of scammers out here. I hear people on the internet preaching the scam, and I sit back, I shake my head. It's a lot of scammers out here. Be careful out here with who you talk to and trying to get you to take your money because, hey, if they can scam an old lady out of $85,000, what they care about taking $1,500 from you? And that's just a fact. They don't care about taking money from you. So watch how you do it out here because they will scam you. They will scam you. I know about the pyramid, the diamond, and all that they used to do back in the day, you know. You got to be careful out here, man. This man is sitting in jail right now. Been a DA informant for 16 years. Got up here talking about the trucking industry. I knew that was false. I knew that was that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. You got to be careful about what you look for out here. I done seen a lot of drivers out here buy these trucks and they lose them. They lose them, man. Then another thing too, the DEF. You buy a truck today, you delete that DEF, they're gonna want you to put that thing back on. And now if you go through the state of Connecticut, the state of Connecticut is gonna hit you with a $10,000 fine and tow that truck back to New Jersey or tow it back to New York. So be careful with that too, deleting that DEF. But they cracking down on that. They talking about clean air. They need to get rid of it. They need to get rid of that DEF. But the DEF don't give you clean air because you can get sick. That DEF make you sick, man. You be throwing up. I done seen drivers throw up in the truck. I done heard an incident with drivers. That DEF gets so hot like a incinerator. I don't, heard the drivers burning up the trucks. Burning up, they can't get out the truck. You gotta be careful with all that. Nah, man. I don't get on conversations with I don't do certain conversations in the chat. I don't do I'm not I'm gonna be 100%. I'm not a huge supporter of what's going on right now in politics. So I'm not a huge supporter of none of that. So if you follow Trump or you follow Biden, salute to you. But I'm not a huge supporter in that. So all that this right here, what that at? Yeah, I gotta remove that out of there. Hey, no, I had to get that out of there. At the end of the day, it's like this, man. When I come to work, I work with down in the ports. There's a few blacks and there's a few whites down here. Down in the ports, as far as these truckers, they majority of the truckers down here is mainly foreign. You got Mexicans, you got Chinese, you got Italians, you got Jews, you have Dominicans, you have Africans, you have a lot of different races down here. And I work with a lot of them. I talk to a lot of them, so I'm not here to disrespect none of them. Right? If I break down right now, and if it's a Mexican next to me, if I ask him for a wrench, he's gonna give me a wrench. If I ask a Chinese guy, I ask any other race in here to help me out. 9 times out of 10, if they got it, they're gonna loan it to me. So I don't disrespect like that, man. I don't disrespect like that. So all that sit and wear, they've been telling black people to go back to Africa for years. So I really don't I don't respect it, man. They've been telling black people to go back to Africa for millions of years, which we ain't from Africa, but they say that shit. So I don't support that. That's just me, bro. So like I said, if I jump out this truck right now and I ask that little Mexican over there, can I borrow a wrench? He gonna give me a wrench. And that's fact. If I tell him I got a problem with my truck, he gonna climb on the truck with me. We gonna fix this truck to get the truck out the port. So, I don't do that, man. I don't do that. That's just me. Everybody view things different. And being 51 and experience life at the age I'm at now, nah, I don't hate no one, bro. I hate no one. So I respect everybody that respect me. You give me respect, I give you respect. You work with me, I work with you. So now I can't do that. So I had to get you out the chat. This ain't that type of chat over here. All right. So I'm about to end this live because I gotta jump out and put the zip ties. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. All right. Appreciate all y'all for coming through, spending time with a brother. But we about to get up out of here. Salute. I catch y'all tomorrow around the same time. All right. I'm gonna try to be on tomorrow every time around this time anyway. But I get up with y'all. Peace.